Good morning and welcome to Charlie's Tech Talk Season 2.
To make that clear for everyone, this is recorded.
So why don't we do a quick intro round, just maybe 10 to 15 seconds from each of you. I'm going to start with my team member, Julius, who we won the competition with a few months ago to win a GfK hoodie, which I've still not received. I don't know if you have, Julius. Have you received?
I did.
Oh, you did.
You can try to say Romain.
Roman. Okay. Well, yeah. Don't all rush at once. And just on a side note, I think we're actually wearing the same T-shirt as well here with the hackathon.
So hi, I'm Julius, Vice President of Data Strategy and Partnerships, and with my team together we're focusing on identifying and providing strategic data supply for GfK.
So my name is Karl-Heinz, also in data strategy, and I try to organize that we roll out and make the data that we source available in the organization.
Hi, this is Danish, and I'm mainly responsible for the external talks which we have, so external vendors which can supply data to GfK. And I usually have a lot of fun with my name. So I'm not from Denmark, also not associated with Danish butter cookies, but that's just my name.
Nice.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa and I work in the data management team in the Global Data Science Department. On a variety of different topics from data integration into the Insights platform, Google Cloud, and also I'm working closely to utilize to take care of the utilize review data processing pipeline.
Hi there, this is Henning. Thank you, Vanessa. I'm heading up the data management team within Global Data Science. Data management works very closely with the data science guys, of course, and the MLE team, but also very closely with the data strategy team. And we do not only take care about the data integration itself and the best way to make the data available, it's above all to understand the data better. So data knowledge is the key.
Hi there, I'm Romain. I'm Senior Data Scientist. I'm leading the Data Science Squad, which is supporting the data strategy team in assessing the new data coming from potential partners.
Hi, I'm Bharat. I joined GfK 1.5 years ago, and I'm part of the global data strategy team, working alongside Julius and Karl-Heinz, responsible for onboarding data from third-party data sources and collaborating with data science and data management.
Hi, I'm Sandra. I'm part of Romain's Data Science Squad, probably the person that joined the latest to the Curiosity team in December last year.
So let's start off with a broad question around that. How has COVID and this kind of, let's say, 6 months or so where we faced huge disruption affected whether it's your data streams, your ability to collaborate with vendors? Has anyone got any insights that they can start off with from the disruption caused?
In all the discussions with external vendors, switching to virtual is not really a game changer to us in the end. But where we did see quite some changes coming from the commercial organization is that the client's questions obviously asked in those times. And that maybe also operationally shifted the focus a bit more on trying to provide sources of data that allow a better identification of online versus offline channel split. So that is definitely one of the outcomes of the crisis.
Did you see that the kind of offline data channels reduced in size and the quality of the data became dispersed, whereas online strengthened, or did that very much stay well balanced?
No, this was exactly visible. Exactly these weeks where COVID really did start. And these next 4, 5, 6 weeks were massively broken down. The traditional sales, so the non-online sales, call it like this, but the online sales really ramped up a lot. Yeah.
Another thing which I noticed when COVID started, it also brought a kind of it made it easy for me to go out and speak with vendors. It also gave us a lot of opportunities to look at different kind of data which is out there.
That sounds like a really positive outcome, actually. So do you feel, Danish, that you've been able to actually build stronger relationships with your external vendors because of these new patterns and new ways of working, or still very much the same?
No, you are absolutely right. I mean, that's something which I didn't think about, but when it started to happen, once we switched from audio only to looking at each other and looking into each other's eyes when we speak, and that automatically brought a lot of transparency and a lot of trust in the calls, in the conversations which we were having. And that made me just from a telephone person to a person who has always the video on. And I think my colleagues here are gonna confirm to that.
Brilliant. And do you think that's something that you're going to maintain kind of going forward now that you've seen the benefits?
I think so, yeah.
I was thinking that being online all the time basically made me realize of the, let's say, daily routine of my colleagues. I know, for instance, that Karl-Heinz wakes up early in the morning and is already available online from 7 a.m. So I can I can ping him already. So I kind of getting used to it, and I know a bit what are the routine of people, when I can contact them, and I think I feel even more successful when I want to get an information. I get the feedback immediately because I know what is the best time. Well, before I was trying maybe to go to the desk of the person, trying to get a hold of this person, but maybe he or she is away for a coffee or absent that day from the office itself. I feel like online I can just do anything super fast, and also myself, I feel like I can go for a walk with my dog midday without feeling guilty. I should be in the office. No, I can still do that, and I feel I have a flexibility, and I feel very comfortable. I enjoy it. I enjoy our communication and our work so far.
Has that actually helped with your output? Do you think that's made you more productive and enjoy your work more?
Yes, 100%.
I never was working from home, so I always was an office guy. I always have been in the office, and but I also liked got into this working from home.
I completely agree, and I think that conversation will dominate the months to come as we all trying to find a new kind of working pattern. But I'm just going to ask you another question, because obviously we've just heard the positives there from Vanessa. But did any of you find the opposite in the first, let's say, 2 months, where maybe you felt overworked because maybe you felt guilty to shut your laptop, or maybe you found yourself, starting earlier and finishing later just because it was a new way of working? You didn't quite know, should I take a break? Can I take a break? Did anyone encounter that at all?
Exactly. I think almost everybody would have experienced that in the first 1 or 2 months, especially me. In the first 1 or 2 months working from home, there was a very thin line between your professional space and the personal space. So sometime right after lunch, I go on the couch and then sit there and work. And then in the first 1 month, I didn't have a desktop machine as well. So it was pretty difficult for me to work with the PowerPoint and Excel files and toggling between different windows. So that was a bit frustrating. But after I got the desktop machine, so I set it up and then made it like a proper workspace. And after that, I think it's fine.
Even when we were not meeting and we were all virtual, we found a way to have fun together. So we played some online games.
Right.
So let's explore both of those points. So just quickly before we talk about the online games and also the virtual coffees that I think Vanessa mentioned as well. Bharat, did you feel then that actually creating a designated workspace, having like a setup, did that allow you to kind of mentally switch off when you left that area? Is that something that you'd recommend to people if they are struggling to find that divide between personal life and working life?
Yeah, that also helps a little bit, but I'm still trying to work out like completely sitting in one place for 8 to 9 hours at a stretch. So that's something that I'm still trying to get that right. But of course that helps from a mindset perspective.
How did you find that? Being remotely so soon on, but then also having to adapt and learn your team's behaviors, when you can contact certain people, when's the best time to reach out, and the best means as well. Was that challenging for you? And did you find any ways to overcome those challenges?
Okay, to be honest, when I started, it was December. So when COVID hit, I was there already for 4 months. So I got the chance to meet the people in person. I already made contact with them, got to know them. So the transition was then rather easy, but I also know colleagues which were onboarded completely remotely, and I think this is kind of hard and also a bit sad because you never really know the people you're meeting with or talking with in person, and I think this is a big step or a big thing that we're losing there. And so we mitigated this with online coffee breaks, just talking about all the situations that were affecting us right now, talking about COVID, talking about anything else, talking about our concerns, but also our hopes. And of course, we had then fun with the online games to have a breakout of the whole thing, to forget these once in a while.
Brilliant. Why don't you tell us a little bit about these online games? What type of online games would you guys use?
Credits to Sandra for organizing
Yeah, Sandra is the
team
person
building
who-
events, the online games and everything. So she's always been that person. So I think if I remember, that was the only day when everybody joined the call 1 minute before the scheduled start of the call. and then the funniest part was that the call spilled over by 1.5 hours.
Oh wow!
That was the funniest part.
And
And
it
we
was
played two
out of
different
the
games.
working time, right? We stayed so late. Come
Yeah,
on,
because
Sandra.
because we did
I
a
don't know,
second.
10 in
we-
the night, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
because
around that.
after the game that we have had planned, so that was an exit game online. We simply started another game that was Codenames Online, and there we played several rounds because it was so much fun.
As Sandra just now put it, you could feel that sigh of relief of really being able to connect on a completely different way outside of work. Having this as a regular agenda item every week, I mean, that's a really good recommendation. Why not follow up on that one?
I'm on it. I already noted it down.
I think it was really most important in this lockdown period where you were not allowed to see anyone else in person.
We have a son at home which is now 18 months, and I have to admit I invited him to a few calls with the team because we had no way to take care of him, and so it was a new way to work with more using the asynchronous conversations from Teams, for example, but it was also really nice to see him growing and so on. So yeah, it's challenging but really nice period of time.
Basically, Marius' son is kind of our 11th team member, so you could say.
Hugest employee of the month.
You should have brought him along to this call, actually. It would have been great to meet him.
I would like to highlight one other point, though, and we should not forget about that one. It put quite some challenges on individual lives also, right? People having small kids that are 18 months old, as Romain's son, or kids that are in school. Other challenges include that there is a freshly married couple also in the team. So, I want to take the opportunity to thank every individual in the team and at GfK to really, that they were all able to cope with that situation, to super quickly adapt to the situation, to show some tremendous resilience to those challenges. So that has really been awesome to see that, how people were reacting to that and still cope with all of these challenges.
All right. Well, look, guys. We've pretty much run out of time. As I say, this is very much just to get a vibe into how you guys have dealt with it, and some really positive stories there. I think the most beautiful thing to hear from your group is how actually COVID led to changes that you're going to keep going forward. So whether that's your daily stand-up calls, whether that's your virtual games and your virtual coffees, and it's really good to see you guys kind of making the most of that and finding new habits that you'll keep with yourselves moving forward. So, thank you very much, everyone. Lovely to meet you all, and I guess have a great rest of your day. See you later.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the content. If you'd like to learn more about GfK or join one of our global teams, why not check out our website and careers page, or one of the many social media channels displayed around the screen. Take care and see you on the next video.